Folks, really good question here, number 25. This is a question a lot of folks are going to get wrong. Even some really smart people are going to get this one wrong. And doing it in a traditional sense is not impossible, but it's really, really challenging. Doing it with real numbers is really, really easy. So they want to know which of the following polynomials is divisible by 2x plus 3. Make x equal, let's be really, really lame about this and make x equal 1. I don't know if that's being really lame or really cool. 2x plus 3 in that case would be 2 times 1 plus 3, 5. That's a really nice number. Which one is divisible by 5? Well, let's try it out. F of 1, I'm just putting in my x value of 1. I get 2 plus 6 plus 4, which is equal to 12. And then g of 1, I get 1 plus 3 plus 2, which is 6. And then which of the following is divisible by 5? Let's see. Well, answer choice A would be 12 plus 6. That is 18, which is not divisible by 5. B says 12 plus 3 groups of 6, which is 18. That is divisible by 5. That's a 30. Let's try out C. C says 2 groups of 12, which is 24, plus 3 groups of 6, which is 18. Well, that's equal to, what, 42? Not divisible by 5. And then D says 3 groups of 12, which is 36, plus 2 groups of 6, which is 12. Again, that's equal to, not again, I mean, that's 58, 58. Sorry, yeah, 40, 58, 48, yes. 48. I can do the math, I promise. The only one that's divisible by 5. That's the only one that works. Don't believe me? Try out some other values. Bottom line is, this one works. I mean, the other really easy number you could try out, let's see what happens when x equals 0. When x equals 0, 2x plus 3 is equal to 3. We're saying what's divisible by 3? Well, f of 0 is just 0. G of 0 is 2. If you try out these answers, A would be 0 plus 2, not divisible by 3. B would be 0 plus 3 times 2, which is 6. That is divisible by 3. C would be 0 plus 6, so that still works. D would be 0 plus 4. That does not work. So even just picking 0 would get you down to 2 answers, and then you would try out another value. Right? So just because this is kind of tricky for folks, I'm going to try out yet another value, and let's just see what happens here. I'll try out, maybe, I don't even want to try out something crazy. I'll try out 2. This 2 might work for multiple answers, so fair warning here. X equals 2. That means 2x plus 3 equals 7, right? 2 times 2 plus 3, which is 7. Okay, if you have x is 2, we're trying to be divisible by 7 is what the question says. F of 2, this is as big a number as I would ever use because I've got to cube 2, which is 8, times 2 is 16. Then I have to square 2, that's 4. 4 times 6 is 24. The math is getting way, way more cumbersome, right? So this is, what, 48. And then G of 2. Thing is, there's so much calculation here that I'm likely to make a mistake. 4 plus 6 plus 2. That's 2 squared plus 3 times 2 plus 2. That's 12. We already got rid of A and D, so we were only checking out B and C. So that is, based on trying out 0, I already knew that A and D didn't work in that instance. I only have to try out B and C. So if I try out B, B says f of 2, 48, plus 3 times 12, which is 36. And that's equal to 70 plus 14, that's 84. 84 is divisible by 7, it's, I think, 12. C would be 2 groups of 48, which is 96, plus 36. That's equal to 120, 132. And 132 is not divisible by 7. How do I know that so quickly? Well, I know that 70 and 70 is 140. 140 is divisible by 7. That means 7 less than that is divisible by 7. 132 is 8 less than 140. So that math's hard. Of course, you could use your calculator there. But the point is, using zeros and ones was enough to actually solve this question. If you got unlucky and chose 2, the work was still there for you and still easy to figure out. Just a little bit more calculation. So super powerful question to use real numbers to solve. I'm going to explain to you what they actually want you to do here. What they want you to do, which is a big challenge, is to see f of x as 2x times x squared plus 3x plus 2. Which, if you'll notice, means that f of x is 2x times gx. Right? Gx is x squared plus 3x plus 2. Then they want to say, well, what's divisible by 2x plus 3? Well, think about gx times 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3 times gx would be equal to 2x times gx plus 3 times gx. A little bit more space here. Okay, well, what would that mean? Well, look, this is f of x. So here's answer choice B. That's a very hard thing to figure out. But it is easy to do with real numbers, right? So you can make a hard question a really easy question if you know what to do. So variables floating around, if you don't know what else to do, use real values. Of course, what's the skill they're asking us to understand there? Factoring, pretty much just factoring. Cool. So hope that helps you.